Miss Devon said she had a surprise for you, Captain, so I let her in about 20 minutes ago. Something told me that you wouldn't mind, sir.
I don't like being second-guessed, Adams. Except, of course, on Christmas. Why don't you go home to your family, officer? Tonight's not a night to be alone. Merry Christmas.
Where is the plug? Why don't they make things so you can find them?
You just have to look a little harder.
You see, I'm beginning to remember what happened that night. That seems to be all I can think about.
You actually remembered seeing Ryan shot?
I've upset you. I'm sorry. Grant, are you all right?
How could you? How could you sleep with Mom the night she was supposed to marry Matthew? I mean, don't you think of anyone but yourself?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was thinking of your mother.
Give me a break.
No, come on. I mean, she was scared, and she needed me. You know, I couldn't say no to her.
Well, what? Did she just, tie you up to a stall or something and say that she wasn't going to let you go until you satisfied her?
All right. That's enough now, all right? We're your parents. I mean, we deserve a little respect.
You want some respect, then act like a grown-up instead of trying to pull every trick in the book to ruin the most important thing in Donna's life, her marriage to Matthew.
John? Mom must have really spiked the punch, huh? What are you doing out here?
Oh, I just can't hack the holidays this year, man.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't belong here tonight. Trouble is, I don't know where I belong.
You think John is having an affair?
I don't think it. I know it.
Why would you come to me with this?
Because you are the only one who can tell me the truth, Felicia. You spent time with John this summer while I was in Oklahoma.
Charlene.
Now, I know you don't want to hurt my feelings. I understand that. But he confided in you about his problems at the hospital. Right? Didn't he? Why? Don't look at me like I've got two heads.
John would never be unfaithful to you.
Everyone seems to be under the impression that my husband is a saint. You, Frankie...
It's because we all know how much he loves you.
But he was alone at a time of crisis without his wife. Now, I know that he felt abandoned. I know that because I could hear it in his voice every time we talked on the phone. So why is it so surprising that he might have turned to another woman?
Did you ever confront John with your suspicions?
Yeah, I did, and he denied it. But I can't ignore the signs anymore.
What signs?
Oh, John and I used to be just so easy with each other. I always knew what he was thinking. We were just a team in every way. But now, when I try to talk to him, he just looks at me as if he's wondering who the woman in the apron is.
Sure. Don't you understand? He's under a lot of stress right now.
Yeah, a lot of stress that he brought upon himself without consulting me. Did you know we were moving? Did you? John's malpractice insurance wouldn't pay a penny.
Oh, my God,
So,
no.
I had to sell the farm. So that's what the holiday season is about for the Hudson family. We're moving out of our home. I'm surprised he didn't mention that to you.
Well, we haven't been in touch much lately. Oh, God, he must be so devastated by all
I'm a little upset myself. I really am.
Of course
the difference is that I'm not shutting him out. I'm not. I found lipstick on his shirt. At first he pretended like he didn't know where it came from. And then he gave me this story about running into an elderly female patient at the Park Ridge Medical Center. You know, like
Charlie, don't you understand? This is the time you need to be in John's corner.
I've
more than
always
ever.
counted on John to be straightforward with me. I was willing to excuse everything, ignore all the signs, everything that Frankie told me to look for. And I was willing to do it until I found that.
What are you doing here? What, are you accusing me of being John's mistress?
What do you mean you don't know where you belong? Why don't you go home? You waiting here for Charlene?
Now, Charlene's not coming. We sold the farm today, you know.
I was afraid that was going to happen when I interviewed you for KBAY. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right, man. You didn't twist my arm. I wanted to go on there and take responsibility for Ben Michaels' death, make restitution. I just had no idea that I'd be hanging myself, which is exactly the way this is turning out.
When you lose everything you care about, you really need your friends. I know that. But you come in, we'll have a drink. Misery loves company, you know?
Come on, Victoria, understand that. Matthew, look, I just came here so that Stephen and Franklin could see their mom, that's all.
And my mom can invite anybody she wants. It's her house.
Talk about pouring salt in the wound.
Come on, all I was
Just
trying
save it,
to...
all right? You're only making it worse.
I wouldn't tell Carl if I were you that I'm starting to remember. You know how obsessed he is with Ryan's death.
And Rachel, how much have you remembered?
Hello, one and all. 100,000 welcomes and a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays from us. And welcome to you, dear boy. You know, it struck me again just now how like Ryan he sometimes is. I mean, not in your features, but in the odd gesture, in a certain directness of gaze. Yes, takes me all unawares.
Why don't you get Grant something to drink?
Oh, yes, indeed. Some of Helen's eggnog. Now, you have to be very careful, because the first few seem to do nothing. And then suddenly you find yourself blurting out your innermost secrets to a room full of strangers. Well, it's a good job we're all friends here, huh? Oh, they're having a good time, aren't they? Yeah, I've got a present for you. It's too good to put under the tree, so I'll give it to you before you leave. Hmm? Don't let me forget. Right. Right, you little ones. Would you like to see the chain work, would you? Right, flippity gibbets. Right, Kirkland. Watch this. Watch. Here it comes. Oh, look at it.
Hello.
Oh.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Well, merry. At least it is for some people.
Oh, it was so freezing in here earlier. I had to put my gloves on. You know, I wanted you both to know that I did some checking into your allegations, Frankie, about the future Archduke and that old bag, Her Excellency. Tragically, you were on the mark. They don't have two nickels between them. I just cannot believe the gall of those people trying to take advantage of my poor, sweet Maggie.
Don't you mean Marguerite?
Come on, Charlie, let's go look at the tree.
Yes, dear? You will help me get out of this, right? You will get Maggie out of the marriage contract to that gold-digging royal wannabe. You could just think of it as a ultimate Christmas gift for her.
Cecile, do you know what I'd really like to get Maggie for Christmas this year? A mother and father who put her first, who really care about her, instead of the selfish, conniving mother she's stuck with, and a father who obviously doesn't give a damn about her. Merry Christmas.
Mother, it's Matthew. He's here. He's completely miserable.
He's miserable. What about me? I've lost everything. I've lost my pride, my man, my pills.
Excuse me, do we have a bad connection? Did you just say something about pills?
It's a long, humiliating story. Suffice it to say that I no longer have the power to affect Matthew in any way.
Mother, that is a crock of bull. Now, do you think he'd be moping around here like his dog just died if he wasn't nuts about you?
Is he really unhappy?
He needs you. It's Christmas.
But he's so angry with me.
Mother, think how wonderful making up is going to be.
Well, I do have a dress I was saving for New Year's.
Okay, so put it on and get over here. I'm telling you, there's mistletoe and there's a piano player. It's the perfect place for a Yuletide miracle. Just don't you dare give up hope.
Okay. See you later. Bye. Okay. I cannot give up hope. Not tonight of all nights. Matthew, my darling. I'm coming after you. You like it?
Am I the only one who knows what a soft heart that you have?
Oh, I'm just a sucker for Christmas and all of the caroling and chestnuts. You know, you gave me the honor of lighting the Christmas tree outside the police station, and I just wanted to return the favor with a Hanukkah motif.
It's a lovely gift. Thank you.
Ah, but that's not your gift. This is your gift. You can open it, Gabe. It's not going to bite. It's a music tape.
Yeah, I can see that. No bagpipes?
I'm sorry, but they kind of remind me of funerals and those little green men.
They're called leprechauns. And St. Patrick's Day happens to be one of my favorite holidays. I never miss a St. Patty's Day parade.
Oh, really, Captain? And when's the last time you felt like making out to marching music?
That's a good question. Never, I guess. What makes you think I feel like making out? Why don't you open this? And I will put this in here and see what happens.
Jungle essence. You remembered. This is really great. Thank you. I love it.
So do I. It's funny, I never figured you for this kind of music.
Yeah, well, I guess it's just the softer side of me coming out.
Well, you're right about one thing.
And that is?
I've never felt less like marching.
And what is it exactly that you feel like doing, Captain?
Well, dancing, for starters.
No, of course I don't think John is having an affair.
I don't know. I mean, you come in here and you're very upset. And, I mean, you and I have never been that close, Charlotte.
Well, that honestly is why I'm here. This lawsuit has wreaked havoc on my family, all the people that I love. So just because I don't feel like celebrating the holiday season doesn't mean I have to lay all my problems on them, Cass and Frankie and Josie. So forgive me. I'm laying them on you. As a friend, and more importantly, as my husband's friend.
Let me tell you this. I don't think that John would ever have an affair. Because he's too damn honorable.
Honorable?
Yes.
You make it sound like he's been tempted.
Charlene.
Please, Felicia, I don't care whatever it is. Please tell me.
Okay,
I just
I'm
wanna
gonna
fix
tell you.
it.
You left him for the whole summer, okay?
Yes, I left him.
Yeah.
I went to Oklahoma because I needed to deal with the past, to put it behind me.
You took care of your own needs, Charlene. And as far as I can always tell, John always was sensitive to your needs, wasn't he? Okay, you went to Oklahoma and took care of yourself. Well, John needed you. You know, when that Michaels boy died, I don't know what, but something really terrible happened to John.
That is not the first patient that John has ever lost. That's not what this is about.
No, but maybe he wanted to share it with you. Maybe he didn't want to go through that pain and that loss and that little boy's mother and the lawsuit and the hospital where maybe he didn't want to do it alone. Maybe he needed you. You know, people can be very strong, but sometimes they need somebody to lean on, and you...
I wasn't there.
That's right. You weren't there, okay? And I think you have to take part for that. I do. I think you have to take part in this somehow before you can fix whatever else is wrong with your relationship.
Yes, you're making a lot of sense. A lot of sense. All right, so maybe an old lady did leave lipstick on his shirt. Maybe she somehow slipped her handkerchief into his pocket.
If you trust John, why do you need to know?
Well, you were there the night. You were there when he came into the police department when he almost was arrested. You heard him say that he couldn't come home with me.
Yes, I heard.
So he was true to his word. He didn't come home. I waited awake all night long, and he never came back. So if he wasn't with a woman, then where the hell was he?
I don't know. I have no idea where he was. But I can tell you this. He wasn't unfaithful to you. I know that. I mean, how do you go there? How do you go to that when it was just one night when you've had hundreds of nights where you had a strong, solid marriage? I mean, he came home eventually, didn't he? Didn't he?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He came home as if nothing had ever
Okay,
happened.
fine.
So you think maybe it did happen?
I would bet my life on it, Charlene. Hello. No, I can't talk right now, okay? I'll call you back. Okay, I'll call you back. Yes.
Why do you have it?
It's John's award.
This is...
You know, I forgot all about
You
it.
got this the night that I came
Yes.
home from Chadwell. This is the night I came home to him.
Right.
Why is it here?
When John was going up to the podium, you know, to give his speech, Josie stopped him to tell him that Ryan had died. It was a lovely speech, Shirley. I'll never forget it, in fact. He told everyone to love while they had the chance, that was the only thing that really mattered in life. And I think he did it to, you know, give us all courage to face Ryan's death. Anyway, he was very upset and drained, and he didn't even want to accept the award. He was going to leave it, and I think he sort of took it as a personal loss in his own life, and I brought it home. I thought, you know, at some point he would come by for it, you know, but he's been so distracted. I'm sure he's forgot all about it. Listen, why don't you take it to him? Maybe it would show him how much all of us care about him.
Thank you. Thank you for being a friend to me and to John. Would you please promise me that you will not tell anyone how silly I've been?
You're not silly. You're just not.
Look, the man has been nothing but supportive of me all the way, you know, and then he goes one iota off course, and I jumped to divorce court. Oh, I'm going home. I'm going to tell John how much I love him, and I'm going to tell him how much I trust him. And I thank him very much.
I know what this night means to you. I know that it's Ryan's birthday.
Ryan proposed to me on Christmas Eve. At the train trestle was our special place. That's where he told me he was going to love me and only me for the rest of his life. And he would have. He would have loved me. And just me forever.
I know. I do know that.
Do you? Never said those words to a woman?
Sure I have.
And meant them? Here. You hang this on the tree. Maybe Ryan's way of loving will rub off on you.
This is for you, buddy. We miss you.
Children have the gift of joy, don't they? That's why they love Christmas so much. Well, that's no reason why we shouldn't be entitled to a little joy, eh? Come on, let me get that gift for you. Don't worry, it's not a rattlesnake. Now, this gift was especially chosen for the man who has had everything.
You keep it.
No, now, Grant, please. Please. Like Ebenezer Scrooge after his night of torment, I have rediscovered the spirit of giving. Happy Christmas. Go on, open it.
Oh, but I couldn't. You see, I didn't get you anything.
It's all right. I mean, we don't give Santa Claus presents, do we? Yeah.
As they come.
I thought you'd be delighted. I mean, to have a keepsake of that night, a souvenir of the very moment when you shot your brother in the back.
You should be committed to an asylum.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
It's the season to be jolly, guys. What's going on?
Yes, well, I'm afraid Grant is less than thrilled with the Christmas present I got for him, and I went to such a lot of trouble.
What's the present?
Grant, what say you? Should we get Victoria's opinion?
Excuse me, please.
Carl, why don't you let me take a look at that?
Oh, don't waste your energy. I'll exchange it for something else. You know, some people, they're so hard to shop for.
you finally show your true colors.
Excuse me?
Well, aren't you afraid you'll be thrown out of the Good Vibes Society for concealing the truth about the Duchess?
I told you the truth.
Yeah, after I signed the contract.
You know, I thought of rushing over to tell you that the Grand Duchess was broke. But then I realized how unnecessary that would be. I mean, you are Marguerite's mother, are you not? You wouldn't let her marry for anything other than love. So, the future Archduke and Maggie may be penniless, but they'll have each other, won't they?
It's Cecile, and don't wish me a Merry Christmas or I'll throw up. No, I don't have the money yet. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I have to think of something, don't I? Or else they're gonna be feeding me to the vultures by New Year's Eve.
It's just a small Christmas party at the Corey Mansion. Typical boughs of holly and chestnuts on the fire, that kind of thing.
Only if you promise to stand under the mistletoe with me.
If Rachel doesn't have it hung everywhere, I will personally strangle her. Is it okay for you to leave here now?
Vargas is watching the desk, and Sinclair's due in any minute.
And where are the police when you need them? Mr. McNamara, I'm so glad you're here.
Donna.
Hi, Lorna.
What happened to you?
I broke the heel on my shoe. I was on my way over to Rachel's party. As you know, Rachel's having a Christmas party.
Miss Hudson, what can I do for you?
Well, my car skidded because the roads are so icy, and I just crashed right into a pole, and I thought that it was okay for me to get behind the
Miss
wheel.
Hudson, have you been drinking?
I'm not drunk. I'm under a curse.
Pardon me?
Forget about it. I just need somebody to take me over to Rachel's. If you could arrange for a police escort, I would really appreciate it.
Lorna and I will give you a lift.
Oh, thank you. Oh!
Your foot.
Thank you.
You have a lot of friends, huh? All those cards?
Oh, they're not just for me, honey. They're for all the officers.
How's your shoe holding up?
Oh, it's fine, thank you.
Good. If the temperature keeps dropping, we just may get that white Christmas after all.
I hope so.
Vargas, keep the home fires burning.
Excuse me, could we just
You have a
hurry?
good one, sir.
I will. You too. Merry Christmas.
I really have to get to the party.
So you're waiting for your husband, right?
Yeah, he's being transferred from a lockup in Pennsylvania sometime tonight.
What's his name?
Christopher. Joey Christopher.
Right. I get a backache from sitting around all day. This pill really helps me. Look, why don't you try it out?
Are you sure?
Yeah, you need it more than I do. Besides, you can't tell when your husband will show up. It could be a long night.
I don't mind. I just want to see him.
Some Merry Christmas, huh?
Gary. Hi. Has John come back with Gregory?
No, they haven't.
No. Oh, I smell lemons. Are you baking?
Well, I was going to mull some cider.
Oh, Josie, you have no idea how good that sounds to me right now.
Mama, I can't stay.
You're going out.
Yes, I am.
Josie,
so...
this is the last Christmas Eve we will probably ever spend in this house as a family.
I'm sorry, Mama.
But what is so all-fired important that it can't wait?
I can't tell you, Mama, but if I don't leave right now...
Your whole world is going to come to a stop.
Yes, my whole world, Mama.
Josie, I know you've had your heart broken, but you know, sweetie, life being as it is, it probably won't be for the last time.
Look, I know you're just upset about selling the farm.
Well, aren't you?
You want to know what I think? I think that the farm used to be a place where good things happened to our family. But it's not that place anymore. And I'm glad that we're leaving. I don't know about you, Mama, but I want a fresh start. Let me think about it. This could be the best thing that ever happened for any of us.
Later. You be careful. The roads are icy, Josie.
Merry Christmas, darling. Thank you for making it so happy.
Merry Christmas to you.
Hey, you two. Isn't it fun that the children went to sleep so early? That's much more difficult when they're older.
I'm sure it is.
Why don't you join us?
Okay, I will. This is very nice and very Christmas.
Very.
Is it that I'm trying to teach you?
John, are you sure you want to be here?
Rachel, I love Matthew, and I have to prove to him just how much.
Good luck.
Hi, Lorna.
Rachel. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry
Hello,
Christmas.
babe.
Nice to see you.
How's Carl doing?
Oh, he's just fine. Come on in and see for yourself.
Darling?
Oh, Donna, you're back from the dead. How convenient.
Faking suicide was a very foolish thing for me to
Faking
do.
is right up your alley, isn't it?
Matthew, please don't say that. My feelings for you have always been real. From the day that you convinced me that we belonged together, I gave you my heart forever.
Oh, well, it's too bad the rest of you couldn't be that faithful.
Thank you. John.
Hi.
Is Charlene here?
No, she didn't feel like seeing people.
I know about the farm.
Oh.
Because she came to my house tonight.
Why?
She told me that she thinks you're having an affair. I told her that wasn't possible.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can't do this anymore. I'm so guilty. I can't.
Look, we can't talk here. Come on, let's just go.
Why do you think we always end up together? I just don't know how any of this happened. We were just two people going along, living good lives, and then one day, we looked at each other. Like this. And then, suddenly, everything was very different. Why?
Life is funny that way.
Well, our lives are a mess now, and I think they're going to get a lot messier.
Oh, come on, Felicia, you said it yourself. We haven't done anything.
Yeah, that's why Charlene is hurting so much, and why I'm hurting, and why I had to lie to her tonight.
And I told Charlene that I haven't had an affair. I have never cheated on her.
Well, I basically told her the same thing, that you deserved her trust, but you know what? Maybe you don't.
Why?
I think we're getting off on a technicality here.
It's a pretty significant technicality.
It was a pretty significant kiss. Charlene is too sensitive. John, she knows that your mind has been somewhere else.
What do you suggest I do? Tell her about us? You can't be serious.
Matthew, please don't do this. Can't you find a way to forgive me? It's Christmas. And I love you so much.
Trying to listen to the music, excuse me.
Oh, hey, hi. You just missed your husband.
Oh, no, what? Did John just leave with Gregory?
No. Gregory's upstairs asleep. John left with Felicia.
I
Felicia?
discovered
Yeah.
somebody who
Just a couple of seconds ago.
Truly worthy and true. Yes, I met my ideal thing when I met you. I see your face before me, crowding my every dream. There is your face before me. You are my only theme. It doesn't matter where you are, I can see how fair you are. I close my eyes and there you are. If you could share the magic, if you could see me too, there would be nothing tragic in all my dreams of you. Would that
Grant, we're about to play a new part again. It's called Murder at the Train Trestle, and we simply can't proceed without you. After all, you're the only one who knows how the game goes. Well, thus far.
You'll never break me, Hutchins.
You sure? You're quite sure?
If I inherited anything from my mother, it's an ability to bide my time, to let others believe they've won. And when they least expect it, to strike back.
You're not supposed to be on duty, officer.
I sent Sergeant Vargas home to his kids. And I borrowed his Christmas spirit.
You're not in uniform.
Since when do you, go in for peep shows, Lieutenant?
What?
Why are you spying on me at my house tonight? I thought you said you weren't interested anymore. You said it was over.
Yeah, I know what I said, and it is over, okay? It's just doesn't mean that I don't still...
Still what? Still want me? Still love me?
I'm no good for you. You're lucky you got out when you did.
I don't want out. I want you. To be with you.
Well, that can't happen anymore.
Why? Why don't you just tell me why?
Forget why, all right, Josie? Just forget it. Just know that I do not want you in my life anymore, all right? Is that clear?
What has got you so scared, Gary?
Help me!
It's okay. What's wrong?
Okay, get her on the deck. Get her on the deck. Gary. Just here. Squeeze my hand. Just breathe. He's coming. Breathe. It's gonna be okay. It's okay. It's okay. He's coming.
All right, I'll help you out.
Okay. Just breathe. That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. How far apart are your contractions?